Team USA and Canada have separated themselves. Canada is loaded. I mean, they put up 138, I think it was the other day in 40 minutes, maybe 128
which
in
is
that neighborhood.
insane.
Oh, and they shot like 67%. Uh, but this Team USA squad, I mean, so far, it's pretty damn good for what you would call a B team national team. I don't know how many, if any, of these guys are going to be in the Olympics right now. You look at the Anthony Edwards, the Austin Reeves, guys like that. They are making a hell of a case that they should be part of it. But Steve Kerr, who was an assistant coach on the gold medal team 4 years ago under Pop, takes the reins. And I'm obviously not there. Shout out Joe Varden doing great work on the ground for us, actually
On the
covering the
grind,
team
baby.
on the
Yeah.
ground, on the grind. He's been just traveling the globe chronicling this team, and he's written some good stuff about Steve and that coaching staff with Mark Few and Eric Spolstra and Tyron Lue. The vibe seems to be great there. I'm watching the game today, Marcus, and I don't know what Steve was reacting to, but he and Ty during the game late are laughing like the most genuine, big hearted laughs, both of them, at something that was happening with one of their players. And you could read Steve's lips where he's shrugging, he's saying it just doesn't matter. And it seemed like they were saying it doesn't matter what the other team does. So and so was getting wherever they wanted to go, but
Oh yeah.
they're having fun, man. And he had a quote after the game, and then I'll throw it to you here, but I thought it spoke volumes. He says, "This team is amazing to coach. I mean, we were just saying in the locker room, this isn't normal to have 12 guys who are pulling for each other every single day, regardless of how many minutes someone plays, how many points they score. Every single guy is all in. We're having so much fun every day. This is a special experience, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it." Your thoughts on the Steve Kerr experience with Team USA?
What a wonderful recruiting tool for the post Steph era of the Warriors.
There you go. I
he,
threw the
he
lob,
he
and here you come.
I mean, what he's happening, and look, this is how Team USA works. This is how it's been worked, right? The camaraderie that's built here ends up impacting how the league operates, right? And what goes on in the league. And what you're getting is a lot of young guys who have been used to playing a certain style of basketball now being essentially indoctrinated with the Warriors way, right? Or the Steve Kerr way, the strength in numbers, the I care as much about the guy on 12 as I do, you know, the stars, right? I mean, Warriors fans have lamented Steve Kerr's dedication to guys who probably shouldn't even be on a team, at the expense of other guys, because Steve is like full bench, everybody's involved. This was his career. This is how he spent his years on the bench, so he cares about it. And there's like a joy and a pleasure in that kind of setting, right? This is Warriors basketball. This is their way. This is how they operate, which is a little bit more international than the traditional NBA of one star build around it. So you're watching guys like Anthony Edwards, like Brandon Ingram, right? These guys who come from different, very ISO centered, very star centered. Now they're getting to the spot where, hey man, I'm coming off the bench, but hey, this feels kind of good. Like now I know, like Jaren Jackson, right? Like, hey, but this how offense works, right? What you mean? Paolo Banchero could lead 21 one day, the next is Austin Reeves, and then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Brandon, right? And everybody's fine with that, like. So I do feel like this is the best. This is the best pitch. This is the way. Like this is Steve Kerr, and I think it's bigger than the Warriors. I think Steve Kerr is becoming the Popovich of the next generation. Right? He's the guy who's gonna have all this clout. He's gonna have the championships. He's gonna have the gold medal, and now he's gonna be looked at as one of these supreme basketball entities. I think he loves this as much as he does coaching for superstars. And like, I feel like I remember they went 15-50 and he's like, this is great, right? Like they were losing, but he's coaching and he's teaching. And there's a part of Steve Kerr that loves that. Man, I'm telling you right now, Sam, don't be surprised if some of these dudes end up playing for Steve Kerr.
Well, I mean, which ones are we talking about, Marcus? You know what I mean?